Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a chit chat get ready with me. So we're going to do this look right here. This is like one of my Valentine's Day looks just because I didn't want to do something super red, or I didn't want anything pink. I didn't want a red lip. I wanted to do something a little bit different, something that's a little bit sultry. And if you're not comfortable wearing a bright red lip or a hot pink lip or something like that, then you could wear this look out. I feel like you'll love it because it's sexy, it's sultry. I think the white on the waterline just really adds something extra to this look. I think it's really sexy. I like it. I love the glossy lips and I really like this look. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have a link down below in the description box. There's also a little button beside my name that says subscribe. So you should subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get started with how to get this makeup look. And in this video, we're going to use some old goodies, some new goodies. I'm going to tell you about some things I don't like, and I'm going to try a new technique today. Wish me luck. We're doing foundation first. This never happens. I'm going to try the whole baking underneath here. I do have a pigment I'm using today and some darker shadows, so hopefully it doesn't ruin my makeup. But we're going to try this technique and see how well it works out. So I am going to prime with my regular primers. I have the Smashbox primer water. If you watched my Snapchat the other day, I tried new makeup. Mainly the one thing that it made the whole face makeup go wrong and I had to completely take everything off was this Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. Literally when I put it on my face, you could just see it oxidize immediately. It was crazy. It just looks cakey on my skin. It was terrible. It's not good to bake with. And when you go to wipe it away, it sticks to that one area and doesn't want to blend out very well. So not necessarily a good baking powder in my opinion. And I also tried the Milk Makeup Blurring Stick, but I'm going to save my opinions on that for a wear test video, because we're going to do a wear test on that. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Kane & Austin mattifying primer. I'm just going to put this more into my T-zone. This blurs out your pores. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to do the foundation first thing, and I'm going to use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and they wanted to work with me to incorporate this into a video, and I was like, yeah. I was actually watching a video that somebody did called Casey Made Me Buy It. I've been watching those lately. If you've put one up, I probably looked at it. But she was talking about things that I used to use and I don't really show anymore. And it made me want to go out and get those products again and try them out. Go in my drawers in the other room, which I never go to anymore. And this is one of those products that I really loved back in the day, and then I just got distracted with all these new products, you know? So when they reached out to me, I was like, perfect timing, because I was literally about to go and mess with some old makeup that I love. This is a great foundation. I love it. It lasts for a really long time. It does not accentuate pores, blends out really well. It doesn't dry very quickly, which is awesome. You could take your time to blend this out, and you could also use it as a foundation and concealer, which is what I'm going to show you guys today. I've tried this a couple different ways. One way that I tried it is I put my darker foundation all over and then use this kind of as my shape tape, because it kind of has that same wand, so it kind of gives me that vibe. What I've been loving instead is to put the darker foundation on the outer parts of my face and the lighter ones where I want to conceal and highlight. And we're going to use these two. So I have the shade Golden Neutral, and I also have the shade 5 Fair. This is my shade that I always was, even back in the day when I was using this. I love it. You can see but some of my foundation, it's gone down quite a bit because I used to use this all the time. And I'm first going to go in with Golden Neutral. This is probably going to be a little too dark for me right now, but we're just going to work with it. This is what the applicator looks like. Right there. I really love this color for right when I've self-tanned. And like I said, I'm taking number 5 Fair and putting this underneath my eyes, down my nose. Literally like a concealer. And you'll see when we blend this out what I did here. They're $20. Let me see how much it is. I forget. 20 shades, and they're $27. So if you don't want to splurge on it, I would go to the Clinique counter, because they'll give you a sample that'll last you for 7 days. So you don't have to buy it right away if you just want to test it out. Now I'm just going to take this and go out here. So what have you guys been up to? I want to know. I feel like I've been in a weird mood, but I finally figured out what it was yesterday. I'm about to start. That's what it is. I become a whole nother person when I start. My patience is a -25. So I figured out that was what my problem has been, because I was wondering all weekend I was in a weird mood. I figured it was because Davis left on Friday again, and then I started cramping really bad yesterday. And the way I work is I get in a funk literally the week before, and the week of. So I just kind of knew. I was like, okay, you know what this is? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. It's just that time of the month. So next I'm going to cream contour. I'm using my favorite contour. Well, this is a cushion contour, and it's by Wet n Wild in the shade Cafe au Soleil. And I just really like this as a base for my contour. I think it's awesome. I also use this in my Instagram real life versus Instagram makeup, and I showed you how I use it in my like real life and not have to put a contour powder on top. So I'm going to use this MUA brush, dibble it in here. I'm just going to lightly contour my cheeks. It just has that perfect shade for me. I really like it. And I want to do this before I put powder on because otherwise this would not blend very well. You know what I mean? Like any cream products you need to put on before any powder. And then I'm not using the Becca powder, but I will use the Flower Beauty powder in L01. I really like this powder a lot. This is not the translucent matte powder. This is the shade L01. Look, I'm already having to take the sifter out because I'm already like getting close to being done with it. It's crazy. I'm gonna bake extra underneath my eyes so that way hopefully any fallout just sits on there. So I am going to do more of a darker smoky eye today. Ooh, too much powder. So I'm going to do more of like a darker smoky eye today. I'm going to use this NARS eyeshadow primer. And today we're using the Persona Identity palette. And it's actually created by a YouTuber slash blogger. It's a really, really pretty palette. I used this in one of my videos. I had a really deep smoky eye on with it. But it has really great basics in here, and that's what I'm going to use today. So the first shade I'm going to take is this one right here, which is Humble, and I'm going to set that primer. You could also use whatever face powder you just used if you wanted to. So my hairstylist found this person that does microblading like eyebrows in Atlanta, and she's supposedly like the best. And I've been really thinking about it, but I'm so scared to do it. I don't know. If you've ever had your eyebrows microbladed, let me know. Like I'm scared to do it. I don't know if I'd like want to commit, but she does a really good job. I'm going to take the shade Charming. I'm going to put this into my crease. I'm going to do kind of like a basic look, like a basic smoky eye look on the corners and stuff. But we're going to use the pigment on the inner part of the eye. I know a lot of you are really anxious for my collab to be announced, like what it is with Smashbox, and I am dying to tell you. I have a meeting with them this Friday. You guys will know sooner than later. February is the month to look out for, so I also have some meetup dates confirmed. All I'm saying is I worked hard for you guys, okay? I worked hard to get this done for you. For some of you that have been requesting it, I worked hard to make sure we could do it. And we're doing it. I'll announce it really soon. I cannot wait. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that, because I will. Now I'm going to take the shade Maverick, this one right here. We're just taking the basic shades out of here because what's going to pop is the pigment we're going to use. And I'm just going to put this in the outer V. I'm going to work this into my crease. Now, when I was thinking of Valentine's Day makeup, I feel like every year I've done a red lip look. I also did one not too long ago, like for the holidays. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it down below. I really, really liked it. Now I'm going to go in with Fearless, which is the deepest brown in the palette, with that same brush. I'm going to do that same thing, just deepen it up right here. But I'm not going all the way in the crease. I'm just keeping it right here on the outer edge. And take it more about halfway. This powder is going to come in handy. Like, we're going to figure this out whenever this palette is really, really pretty. I love it so much. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take my favorite product, one of my favorite products, and that is the Too Faced Glitter Glue. I love this for glitter, loose pigments, anything like that. It just really keeps everything on your lid. So I'm going to take the MAC 242, putting this directly wherever I want that pigment to go. So I go a little bit above my crease and then about halfway onto my lid and all the way in the inner corner. And then I immediately go in with whatever pigment I'm using because this does dry fairly quickly. I'm taking the LeBron's Artist Couture collaboration, which Jackie Aina did with Artist Couture, and it is beautiful. It's like a rose gold, which I think is perfect for Valentine's Day. And it's just stunning. It's really pretty as a highlight for deeper skin tones. I've seen her use it so many times and it looks stunning. But I mean, you can also use it as an eyeshadow, and I love it. It is, I mean, the gold really catches on the light, and it's just beautiful. I like to go a little bit above my crease, that way when I'm looking at you, you can kind of see it. I'm going to do that same exact thing on the other side. I don't know if this is still in stock. I think she sold out. She was selling out like crazy. So if not, just use any kind of rose gold eyeshadow, a pinky gold shadow, and you'll get that same effect. And I find that this MAC 242 is by far the best thing to pack on color with. Like, honestly, it's so good. Then I'm going to go in with that eyeshadow brush we used and just blend the edges. Make sure everything kind of goes seamlessly together. Now I'm going to take this MAC chubby marker. What is this called? The Rapid Black Pen Ultimate Eyeliner. I don't know. It's like a chubby black eyeliner marker. Usually I'm not about this life, but I actually really like this. When I used it the other day, I thought it was really easy to work with, and it's super black. So I'm going to line my eyes really quickly. I'm not going to do a winged liner or anything. I'm just going to put some liner on that upper lash line. So I'm gonna have some things remodeled in my house, hopefully. I have a meeting on Sunday with someone. I'm like nervous. I've never like remodeled anything, but my master bath seriously needs it. And if you follow me on my vlog channel, you kind of know a little bit more about my life. But Davis and I are possibly moving to Fort Drum in May. I say possibly because move times really do change with the military, but we are going to move to Fort Drum at some point. Couldn't decide if I wanted to keep this house or not. I could not decide if I wanted to rent it out or not. And I've finally come to the conclusion that I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep this as like an investment property. Yeah, I'm keeping it, and now I'm like, you know what? I want to remodel this stuff, because what if one day I come back, I want to stay here. Like if Davis ever deploys or something, I'd probably come back and live here for a little bit, just depending on the time frame of how long we would have lived in New York. But I figured, I was like, you know what, I'll just keep it. Just keep it as my little house, rent it out. I don't want to keep it as like a super intense rental property just yet. Like I'm not there yet. Because you know how some people can ruin houses when they rent them. I'm gonna reno it and kind of make it how I would want it to be and invest a little bit into it. That way it'll pay off later down the road, so I don't have to do it then. But I'm really excited. I am so excited. You guys should follow my vlog channel. If I end up doing it, I will definitely be vlogging it, and you'll see like the transformation with them, because I want to do my kitchen too. I want like granite countertop and stuff like that. That's where my money's going. So I just put some glue on these lashes. These are the House of Lashes Starlette, and I'm going to let these dry for a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and move on to face. And I'm going to take this Morphe M528 and just away. It seems like it worked, right? Didn't look like I had a lot of fallout, but now I'm going to take the Victoria. I'm going to take the Victoria Beckham Estée Lauder collab. I don't even know what happened with this. Did anybody else see this launch? I feel like I didn't see anything launch. I got this as PR like forever ago, but I really like this shade for a bronzer. I think it's really nice. And I'm going to take this brush, which a lot of you make fun of me when I use this with a Neutrogena bronzer because it's a Tom Ford brush. I know it's expensive, but it's the best bronzer brush ever. And then I need to go pick up that Neutrogena bronzer again, because I hit major pan on it and then it cracked. So I've been having to use other things that just don't compare. So I really need to go pick that up. But I see some of you making fun of me using my like $6 bronzer with this ridiculously expensive brush. But this was because of a high-end haul, okay? I really like this bronzer because it's not too intense. Just gives that nice warm effect to your skin. Now I'm going to take the Essence Shape Your Face palette and use the bronzer in here. And I'm going to do that light contour just over where we did the cream contour today. And then for blush, I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs one. This is called Lines in Last Night. And then I had a question, somebody asked what blush brush I always use. I always use the Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush for blush brush because it's fluffy and it's awesome for blush. And I'm going to highlight with this. I highlighted with this the other day and I really liked it. It looked really beautiful. So I'm going to take my favorite highlighting brush. This is the Sephora Pro Contour 79. So good. I love this for highlighter. I'm just going to draw. Don't worry, it blends out, I promise. I did this the other day. Blend this out. Okay, gotta let that glue dry. So I'm gonna go do my brows real quick. I'm using the Benefit Brow in number 3, and then I'll be back to finish off this makeup look. Looking a little bit more normal. Now I'm gonna go back into the Persona palette. I'm gonna take the shade Sassy, which is a nice cream, shiny color. So I'm gonna apply that. Ooh, girl, pigmented. Now I'm going to take this nude eyeliner from Makeup Geek. This is the shade Nude. I'm going to line my waterline with this. It's really going to help open up the eyes. Then I'm going to take a flat brush like this, and I'm going to take the shade Fearless, which is the really deep brown, and push this right up against that lower lash line and connect it to that outer V. So you just want to connect it out here. I also line my upper waterline, which I didn't show you guys because I make the ugliest face when I do that, but I highly recommend lining your upper waterline. Just makes your upper lashes look really thick and full, and if you have falsies on, it kind of just blends everything a little bit better. And then I'm going to take the shade Charming again with a pencil brush, and we're going to blend this out. This dark brown is so easy to blend out that, I mean, it's awesome. It's a really great color to work with. Finish off the eyes, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. I love this for my lower lashes. You can get right up to the root with it, and it really separates nicely, and it doesn't get clumpy. I really like the eyes. I think the eyes are just so sexy. I love it. And then I'm going to go in for lips, and we're going to do something kind of simple. I'm going to take this lip liner from Wet n Wild called Bear to Comet. This is the gel lip liner. I really like it because you can fill in your lips really easily. It blends out well. And so I'm just going to use this kind of like as my base because I'm going to use a lip gloss today. So that way when your lip gloss wears off, you'll still have some color underneath. And I decided to go with glossy lips for this because I just feel like the eyes are really kind of sultry. So I wanted a sultry lip as well. And I think glossy lips are beautiful. I just love them. So I'm going to use this from the Mariah Carey collection. This is the Little Miss Monroe, but you can use any kind of bronzy, shimmery lip gloss that you have. Put this on top. And then that is the makeup look. I really like it. Something different for Valentine's Day, but still sexy. Still working it. I really like these lashes too. I haven't used these lashes in so long, and they really like just vamp up a look. What is this? I wonder what my hair looks like. It was damp. Shout out to the people who never do their hair like me. Okay, I need to do my hair. I'm gonna do my hair, and then I'll wrap up this video. Okay, so I forgot to film an outro, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and I will see you guys on Sunday with a new video. Bye, guys!